What up, 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 world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, what's the deal? And today, we got a crazy, sad story coming out of Indianapolis. Um, a mother is facing neglect charges after her 3-month-old, who she left in the care of the infant's 9-year-old brother, died of COVID-19 complications. This is what court documents show. It says November 28th, 2021, an officer with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department was called to a home to check the welfare of a child. Police said that the officers arrived to find a bystander performing CPR on a 3-month-old infant outside the residence. The officer took over CPR efforts until paramedics arrived. EMS reported that when they arrived, the infant was making jerking movements with his arm and was still breathing and vomiting. The infant was taken to Riley Children's Hospital in critical condition and pronounced dead the same day. So, Metropolitan Police detective obtained a warrant to search the home. And this is like, if y'all been rocking with this channel, you know I done did probably 4 stories about similar situations where kids is being neglected, left at the house, different things going on, so this one is probably one of the craziest ones to me. But let's continue. So this is what once they got the search warrant, this is what they found inside the residence. So the detective said they found the residence to be filthy and in disarray. There was no electricity in the home. There was no working lights or appliances in the home. The floor was littered with dirty diapers and trash. Open and rotting food was left out. There were multiple bottles of alcohol left in the open. There was an open bottle of antifreeze on the floor. The home had cluttered sleeping spaces, and there was no food in the refrigerator, and there was a foul odor in the residence. This is what the court documents state. The detective also claimed to find a marijuana cigar on the floor in the bedroom. So right there, red flag. Priorities got to be fucked up. You got a marijuana cigar, but you ain't got no food or no lights, no nothing for your kids to sustain a sustainable living conditions. That's crazy. Um, a detective interviewed a neighbor who said her son went over to play with the 9-year-old boy the day prior. She told the detective her son returned home and said the 9-year-old boy and his 3-month-old and 7-year-old sibling were left alone at the home. He showed her a video he took on a cell phone of the infant laying alone in the dark house, screaming with no adult in sight. Court documents state. The neighbor then told her son to bring the children over to their house, where she fed and changed the infant. Both the neighbor and her 17-year-old daughter said that while the infant was over, they observed him having noisy and labored breathing with a cough that he had difficulty breathing when laid flat on his back. So I want to say one thing: your house is mad nasty. These kids are living in deplorable conditions. When a 9-year-old goes over and plays and says, "This shit is crazy," and pulls out a cell phone so he can. Ain't nobody gonna believe it. My mama ain't gonna believe this. So I wanna commend him for, being able to recognize that this is not right for nobody. You know what I mean? The affidavit states that the 3 children stayed at the neighbor's house from about 8 p.m. until 2 a.m. Wow. When their mother, 26-year-old Lisa Flores, the one you see in this photo, returned home and knocked on the door looking for her children. The neighbor told the detective the children went back with their mother, but she saw Flores leave the house in the morning again, leaving the children alone. It's crazy. Documents show that what the 9-year-old and 7-year-old told police both matched the neighbor's statements. So they got, the testimony of these children that's adding up to, what they're being told early in the investigation. You know, um, They also told the detective that when they woke up the next morning, the infant was not breathing and had something yellow on his shirt and cheeks. Wow. And his mom left. But I'm gonna be real. Most of these stories I've done, like, they'll leave their kids in these conditions, but be out living with a boyfriend in a nice, clean apartment, food, electricity, probably watching Netflix laid on the air mattress or something. You know what I mean? Like, it just be crazy. Like, just the mindset of people that God, bless you to be able to produce children. And this is how you repay that. You know how many people wish that they could have kids? You know how many people would take your kids and take care of them and love them as if they theirs, you know? But anyway, when the detective interviewed Flores, the mother told him the infant had been sick for a few days, but she didn't give him medication because she wanted to treat it naturally before going to any doctors. Okay, so you're a holistic believer. You wanna try to do the holistic thing naturally and herbs and spice, but bitch, you ain't even there. What you think? Oh, if the longer I stay away from him, he gonna get stronger. Like, what the fuck? This ain't no superhero show, movie, whatever. He's like, yeah, bruh, where's the daddies? So, detective says she went on to tell him the 3-month-old had an old man dry cough, but you just don't want to take him to doctors because you want to do it naturally. What were you doing naturally? I just want to know. What was she doing? Like, what kind of natural home remedies was she doing? And that you could hear the mucus in the way that he was breathing, that he was trying to gasp for air when he was breathing. That's what she told the detectives. Detectives said that Flores initially said she had been with the children throughout the previous day and that morning, but admitted she was lying after he confronted her with talking to the neighbors and things like that. Hey, deadbeats come in all sexes. It could be a male, female, trans, non-binary, whatever them different classes of sex. Like, you could be a deadbeat in any one of those classes. It doesn't just be a man. A man, nah. Because she probably got the type of wherewithal to keep these kids away from their dads that's trying to take care of them. You feel me? Um, but it says she also said she left the children around 7 p.m. November 27th to go eat dinner. So you ain't got food in the house for these kids. They don't get to eat dinner, but you going to eat dinner. Returned around 9 p.m. without checking on the children. Sat outside talking with someone in the parking lot until 2 or 3 a.m. Okay, so you out there that long. Um, Maybe it's a man, maybe it's a woman, whatever you into, that's cool. But clearly, um, they need to check themselves too. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way you gonna be sitting there at somebody's house, sitting in the car outside their house from 9 to 3 a.m. and not gonna want to. Hey, can I go use the bathroom? You know what I mean? Like, that would have been a red flag. Oh, don't you got kids? Where your kid? You know what I mean? I mean, and if just your first time kicking it or something, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess you don't want to just be all in somebody's business, but at the same time, can we get some type of, well, don't I thought you said your kids be? I thought you just said that you had to put your kids to bed, or you know what I mean? Like, she said she then brought her children home from the neighbor's house, and they all went to sleep. Oh, okay. So you never even came in the house. You never even came in the house to check on them. Wow. Wow. Flores says she woke up at 6 a.m. and the infant was behaving normally. She told the detective she left the children unattended at about 6 a.m. and returned home around 10 a.m. to go to a friend's house because she's a single mom that is under a lot of stress and needed someone to talk to and did not have anyone available to watch her children while she was gone. That's a great excuse, right? Please. Flores said the infant was unresponsive when she got back. She claimed she rushed a 3-month-old outside to a friend who was leaving in his vehicle before she saw police officers entering the complex and flagged them down. This is what court documents say. So the skeletal survey um, documents show the infant have metaphysio, meta, I don't know how to say that word, fractures in both of his femurs. IMPD described as common finding in toddlers and infants who are abused by being shaken or being forcibly handled and yanked by their limbs. Wow, that's crazy. And then after the autopsy, they said that they pretty much seen that the baby uh, died of complications of a COVID-19 infection. And I hope everybody that was in contact gets tested and do the proper social distancing, isolation or whatever they call it when you got to stay by yourself. Um, yeah. So the kids I'm hoping is in better care. Um, yeah, it's just crazy that it's really like this in America. This is a state in America. You feel me? Where you shouldn't be hearing stories like this, or kids shouldn't be going through stuff like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, they even had rodent infestations. That's sad, bro. So basically, the Department of Children's Services had several complaints made in 2020 and 2021 alleging that Flores was leaving the children at home for hours at a time while she engaged in leisure activities. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, so she's just a deadbeat. She need to go to jail. Um, and yeah, and whoever she hanging with, you need to go get some help too, cause ain't no way I'd have been. Even if the motherfucker told you she got a babysitter or something, you still wouldn't think like, I got a 3-month old. Let me go in there and make sure, like, I ain't gotta feed him. I don't know if you breastfeeding or not. That's your business. But you as a mother, that baby needs that nurturing. You feel me? Like you can't leave that to no 9-year-old kid. So yeah, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. Made Lisa, made Lisa Flores. Um, right now, she got the title of Deadbeat Mom of the Year 2022. It's still early. Hopefully, stories like this could get people to open their eyes and just be better, do better, um, and be better for your kids, man. Like I get it. She's saying that she needed to go talk to a friend because she was stressed out of being a mom and this and that. Well, they got services and programs that'll help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes the things that people would put on themselves, is sometimes selfish. Especially after you have children. You got to be able to not have your pride so strong. Like, oh, I'm not gonna go see a therapist or nothing. Nah, go get your help and like love on your children. That's the best therapy. I bet you would have felt 10 times better had you been with them. You know what I'm saying? Had you been there in the house cleaning up, feeding them, like that's a therapy, you know? But I don't know, man. Anyway, man, y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Am Dog said, what's the deal? As always, protect yourself, protect your kids, man. And protect your people. Long live my little brother Reek. Peace.